So I'm going to run through a quick Adobe Premiere tutorial on doing basic video cutting again, but using video with audio to create a new mashup track. Okay, so let's open our software. And start a new project, and call this test mashup run. So I made a few others already. So I'm going to click browse. Yep, save it there. Cool. It's okay. Brilliant. Now, if you saw the session last week, this will be familiar to you. If not, catch up or pay close attention. So first of all, we need to import some videos here. I'm going to do that by literally dragging some videos in. There's a few other ways to do it, but that's one way. Now I need a timeline to edit in here, so we could just go up to here, get new sequence. That'll bring us loads of options, but I know for a fact I want to make a 720p HD video, and this clip here is a 720p HD video, so drag that in, that'll create me a little clip here. Now, let's have a look what we got. Sorry, that's just scrolling in and out, zooming up there. Before I go anywhere, I want to expand the tracks so that I've got a timeline here. And I can zoom in using that, like that. Let's scroll bar. And see what we got here. So, got pretty standard jazz funk drums. Other thing I'm going to do straight off the bat is, remember, if you select your clip and go to Effect Controls, you've got some basic rudimentary sort of transformation tools. I'm going to zoom this in a touch so I'm not trying to look at that accurate. It's at the top of the video. It's quite an okay crop. Still got a gist of what's going on. Great stuff. Now let's do this as a baseline. I've got a clip here of Adrian Labrador. He's a Mexican session bassist. That could work well, couldn't it? With the bar. So, remember to select your in point, just press I or hit that bracket. Let's see. So, select I there. Right. You can keep hitting it as you're ready. Yeah. Probably grab this bit actually. You may do that a little bit. Oh yeah, it leaves a bit. So it's out there. I'm going to drag the whole video in. Remember, you don't want to just drag the video, you want everything in. So I'm going to drag this over here. Brilliant. Just a word of advice, when you're dragging things in, generally they'll sort of sit themselves quite happily, but by and large what they'll do is they'll go to wherever this source here is clipped. At the moment, actually this will become apparent in a minute when I start cutting and pasting, so let me find a better one. I'm just going to drag the end into that point. Make sure I'm bringing this. It starts there, doesn't it? Let's just zoom in a sec so we'll see where this track starts. It starts in that splash there, that peak. Let's see how this sits with that. Sorry, that's the opacity. I'm quite happy with that really simple thing. What's going on here? Sorry, I'm using a trackpad. I've got multi-touch thing going on. Right, thank you. Weird, right. Right, let's see. Right, I'll be happy if that's stuck there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this at that point using the C tool or the razor tool. There, cut it. Select the selection tool by pressing V, and I can select that and just delete it. Let's just check. Yep, I think that should work if I loop that. So to loop it, I'm going to cut and paste it, copy and paste it. So selecting the track, I'm going to move the playhead to where I want it to move along. Don't forget we've got snapping on or magnet there. Means that that should snap to the edge of that clip. So I'm going to copy, and as you see I've got this track selected. I'm hoping it should just paste into that one there. If this was down here, it would try and paste over the main one, which I don't want. So, nope, that is what happened. Okay, let's try and move. There we go. So we untoggle those, copy, paste. That seemed to work for zoom out. See what I mean? I can keep pasting like that. So let's just check. That's fine. I'm probably only going to do that much, but I'd like you guys to do it. Maybe create a half-a-minute track, longer if you feel fit. Let's do so. So. I quite like that, that's cool. Now, we need something else sort of over the top. Mario, some He-Man. So it's nice thing about these old cartoons is there are points where there'll be...
This will help you find me in case you get hopelessly lost.
Oh, don't worry about me, worry about finding
there should be incidental bits of tune without
now, just give me a head start.
any talking. I wouldn't normally go for that, but we found it there, we'll go for it. And it's pretty hideous.
This isn't fun anymore.
Okay, so remember to get rid of your eye in. Now,
You did.
so I'm probably going to see if this will come in probably at the second. I think first with bass. So what we got here. Probably want that to increase the volume a bit on that track. Right down here on your audio, you can see in the middle there's a line, and as you hover over it you get 2 arrows. Actually drag that up and increase the volume. Now it starts a bit early, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slip, using the slip tool, I'm going to drag this, it's not letting me, no, sorry, I'm going to do the slide tool, I'm going to, I don't know, slip it on, should. It is working too. So, it was starting a bit late, so if I get to there, let's see if this is on. Generally a bit hideous, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to get into sort of slow that down a bit. So, we can even speed it up. If I show you the rate stretch tool, I can actually, what will happen if I drag this in, we'll drag the full, we'll try and squeeze whatever is in that full clip to the beginning and end. So what's really going to happen now is you'll have a really high pitched, speedy thing. Any idea? You can do quite interesting stuff. Beat just a touch. That's fine, you know. I've got the end there. Now, what I can do, because that's obviously made, it's stretched the video and the audio out. It's gone down a few times. Now, this is where it gets a bit rough and ready, and this is not a music production tool. But if we go to effects, I can select, if I double click our clip and go over to the effects panel here, and go down to audio effects, somewhere as pitch. Now, if I drag that into there, got a very rudimentary pitch tool. So I might pitch this up a little bit. Now it's pretty much, it's not going to be precise the way I'm doing it, but it's pretty much where it was on the, oh that's not even, it's pretty much similar to how it was in Infinite. We can test that by going over to our clip here, playing that, going to our last bit.
This isn't fun anymore.
See? Bring up a bit more. Effects. Pitch. It's not ideal, but you know, I'm quickly just grabbing things. I expect you guys to be a bit more discerning what you're picking out. So I'm going to copy that. What I might do is it's quite small. I might just go for the full size of that. So again, double click that, go to effects. We can video effects, zoom that in. Cool. Great. Okay, what else we got here? Some footage of a lion roaring. I might go around just that bit there. So I'll go in there, out. Drag him. I'm going to plop him right at the beginning of the clip, just because it's a bit like the. So if I could get the counting. Well, I'm going to zoom him in as well a little bit. Actually, just so that's intro starts. Drag the line right in. Oh, actually, I might try a. Because we won't get the beginning of him roaring. I might again try this quick and dirty stretching tool. It's not ideal, but I can do that. What I could do again is get effects. Get effects here. Grab a pitch. So bring it down. Cool, it's fine for now. I'm going to zoom in as well on him, just so we get lose the extra bits there. That's great. Right. Oop. Let's drag it across, centered. Okay, now I think we're going to stop it there, so before we get through. Now let's cut there, cut, grab that, get rid of that. Now let's finish off with a little clip of someone else. Like Donald Trump. Right, I hope he's got lots of little sound bites. We can just grab a word or two.
Place it cost me 15 cents if you have the right person doing them, right? It's Common Core, and he's weak on immigration, and I say that not in a braggadocious. Very little debt, tremendous cash flow, some of the greatest assets in the world, and I say that not in a braggadocious way. I say that's the kind of thinking we need in this country. We have $150 billion. Tremendous. I love being here, and
I was hoping he'd be more crazy.
no, look,
Crazy enough.
I'm going to do things that nobody else can do.
Brilliant. Let's start with him.
The place that I'm focused.
Are you going to be focusing on Rubio and speeches?
I may, but I don't think so much.
And that, I think we can start something.
I think the people have to make up their mind. Look, I'm going to do things that nobody else can do because I'm really.
So I want that clip out. I'm going to do things someone else can do. Now, what I could also do is just drag this into the next layer up, just so I know it's. If I do the same, the audio as well. You drag this in, you can sort of choose the next layer up as you're dragging in, it's usually easier. I'm trying to rearrange again afterwards. And I'm going to plop them in for the end bit, actually.
I'm going to do things that nobody else can. I'm going to do things that nobody else can do because I'm going to do things that nobody else can do.
And I'm going to zoom him in as well, just because they're chopping up then in the look. I mean, some things it would be quite cool to maybe bring in half and quarters and things like that. So feel free to do that, or even sort of screen in screen. In fact, what I could do just to illustrate that is for this guy. Let's position him. Across a bit. So yeah. Yeah, just so you get the idea of what I'm talking about. So ideally you could bring up the whole band, break this into different sections, you know, could be quite cool.
things that nobody else can do.
For the final splash, let's Luke Skywalker saying. Yeah, let's just do that. In. Out. This is
Nobody else can do.
it's going to be pretty dirty, so it's a very small clip. But we are making a mashup, an internet mashup. I think we're going to be a bit dirty.
Things that nobody else can do.
And obviously the audio is very quiet, so we can increase that a bit doing that way.
Things that nobody else can do.
I'm relatively happy with that. I think that's given you the idea of where you're going. Obviously you could really break things right down. You could get sounds of cats or I don't know, bits of computer games, videos of movies, and start creating little segments, almost notes for each thing. If you wanted to get really down into it, you could create a rhythm using just found sounds, which I think could be quite interesting as well, not just necessarily building up a layered track like this. So really, when you've got the basics down like this, just, you know, spend as much time as you want just getting doing what you think could be quite cool. And don't forget, once you've done all this, don't forget to save it. It's probably worth saving it before this point in case your computer crashes. They do crash. Don't forget, I'll save it as a PR project, Premiere project. Make sure you know where you're saving it. It does auto-save though from time to time, so don't worry too much. We'll go to export. I'm going to export media. I'm happy for that because I know it's essentially overall it should be 720p. Match sequence settings. 1280 by 720. Yeah, that's great. I'm happy with that. Make sure you give it a name. I don't want to call it Jazz Funk Drum Beat. That really confused me. So I'll call it mashup testing. Save. Click export. And out it plops. Okay, great. Thanks for watching. Cheers.